fighting out of the red corner, it's Burch.
Nicholas Burch, 22 years old, 5'9", 195 pounds.
That's a fire plug.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to be a solid guy.
That is a rhinoceros of a man.
He's going to be dealing with a very significant height disadvantage.
Disadvantage,
there's
exactly.
Be about 7 inches there, 6-7 inches between the two fighters.
Yeah, plenty big, plenty strong. Walking out to the, is this Friday the 13th or Halloween? Either way, it's a horror movie theme song, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, I've never been good with horror
movies. Halloween.
I try to avoid them. I'm not really built for that. But what I will tell you is that Nicholas Burch is coming out of an independent MMA
And
gym.
independent fighters, we've both been here. You never know what you're going to get. You could get a guy who's about to kind of break big and find a gym and take that next level. It is tough to train as an independent, even if you're just training with your buddies, because if you don't have a coach pushing your cardio, I think it's almost impossible. It's a rare human being who can push their own cardio as hard as they need to push it.
Yeah, independent fighters typically, sometimes they bounce around multiple gyms, but a lot of times they're just training with their friends when they can.
Yep.
But we'll see what happens. Oscar Jimenez has fought an independent fighter before at short notice, and it went his way. So we'll throw it up to Chris for the announcement.
And his opponent, making his way to the cage and fighting out of the blue corner, is Oscar Jimenez.
Now, Oscar Jimenez fights for the Yamasaki Academy out of Woodbridge. We're already familiar with him tonight. He weighed in a $185.6. This is a 195-pound catchweight fight. So I figure Oscar's probably walking around about a $190. He is 6'4" tall. Just to go back, Nicholas Burch, his opponent tonight, 5'9" tall. You want to talk about a reach advantage? This you don't see every day. Who is the 6'11"? Stefan Struve. I swear I thought that guy was going to have the belt one day, but that's the sort of advantage, the advantage that Stefan Struve typically had, Oscar Jimenez has right now. He's got a great guard. They tell me, I've seen some of his fights. He is so long that he is tough to deal with on the ground because it looks like he's got, 4 or 5 extra legs. He's a lacrosse player, and that's another sport that's not for pansies.
No, there's a lot of running. You get hit with this metal stick a lot, and they're not afraid to get into it. So here's Chris with the official decision.
Starting out, fighting out of the right corner, standing 5'9" and weighing in at 195 pounds, fighting out of Independence MMA, it's Nicholas Burch.
He just waved to us.
Very awkwardly, huh?
He's a little nervous.
Standing 6'3" and weighing in at 195 pounds and fighting out of Yamasaki Academy, it's Oscar Jimenez. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds at the catchweight of 195 pounds. Your referee is Michael Dolphin.
Jimenez won his debut at CageZilla 50. He submitted Will Hostclaw, tough cat, in the first round of their bout. We'll see how that experience translates.
Nicholas not really moving at all. And now he's coming after him a little bit.
Unorthodox, fair to say, Burch's approach.
Unorthodox is an excellent way to put it. He's going to set himself up here for a knee and then a trip.
These guys didn't even let me get a chance to put on the headset. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, a very interesting start from Nick.
Oh, that's a big knee.
Good control.
Followed by an elbow.
Oscar. You're seeing a lack of big shot there. I don't know if he knows he's still in the fight.
He might want to. He might be looking for the exit.
That was.
I don't know if those are the same shorts that Shuey was wearing earlier, but if they try to get you to wear them, Charles, turn them down.
Yeah, I don't really know if Nicholas knew what he was getting himself involved in.
No.
I think the fight is ruled a TKO. He wasn't defending himself. He actually, at one point, he turned around and walked away.
Turned around and walked away.
Oscar put it on him.
And you know what?
Look, let's just be realistic, right? At a certain point, you need to come in prepared for a fight. And, and I don't think Nick knew what he was getting himself in for. I don't think he trained properly for it.
And if you are not prepared, you know, you can get a little panic can set in. This is Burch charging in, and he's a big, strong cat. There's another elbow, and not sure what Burch was deciding there, but Jimenez was doing what he was in there to do.
Yeah, I mean, Nick is making faces at the camera, but he wasn't fighting. I mean, he wasn't. You know, I think it's pretty clear he wasn't prepared for this.
And you and I talked before. Michael Doman's job is to protect these kids.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and I mean, I just at a certain point, I think you need to be realistic with what you're doing. And if you want to come back in here and you know, compete at any sort of respectable level, you just got to train. Train.
It's tough with independence. And this is an example of one of the reasons why it's tough with independence. Both these guys are going to learn from this. And let's go into Fuller.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Michael Nolan has called a stop to the action just 53 seconds into the very first round. For your winner, by TKO on the blue corner is Ashburn.
Now we got one more fight, the heavyweights, before we enter the title fights. It's getting pretty exciting, man.
Yes, I mean, it's always exciting here at CageZilla, let's be honest. This is another interesting one coming up. Tristan Hatfield has a teammate on the card, Darnell Robinson. Neat dude, started as kickboxing, again, Yamasaki fighter. So, again, if you are an independent fighter out there, Charles and I aren't saying it's a bad idea, but you got to be ready. We've talked all night about the evolution of this sport. We're looking at the upcoming event.